or take the praise for what it is, or understand that, okay, if I do this, it's gonna be more trouble than it's worth.
That's right.
So a moment of instant gratification.
Def Comedy Jam 25. It's good to see so many funny people together in one room, all wondering the same thing. Is Katt Williams gonna show up?
I'm nervous as hell right now. Samuel Jackson. We was in Portofino. We had finished dinner one time. We walking back to go get on this boat. Hey, you're Samuel Jackson. I want to take a picture.
Samuel L. Jackson is one of Hollywood's most legendary icons, but right now, it seems even he has a warning for Katt Williams, a warning that nobody seems to be taking seriously. That unforgettable Pulp Fiction line. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Suddenly isn't just a movie quote. It feels like a real-life alert, like Samuel L. Jackson was trying to signal something bigger, something darker.
Us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own
Darker. Could he have been hinting at the dangerous forces closing in on Katt Williams right now? And here's where it gets even more chilling. Was Samuel L. Jackson actually trying to warn Katt about major Hollywood power players, names like Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, or even Diddy? People are asking the same question, because when you look at the timing and the context of his words, it feels less like fiction and more like a coded message, a warning masked as dialogue. Was he speaking to Katt Williams directly, or was it the world that needed to listen? Either way, the implications are huge, and the stakes are higher than most realize. The bigger question is this: did anyone actually hear him? Did Hollywood, and those closest to Katt Williams, pick up on the warning? If Samuel L. Jackson was dropping clues about who might want to silence Katt, it's a message the industry may have completely ignored. And now, with the rumors swirling and the tension mounting, it's hard not to think that his words were the clearest alert we could have gotten. A warning that
who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole out.
Feels more urgent today than ever before. Because in the world of fame, power, and influence, the lines between fiction and reality can be dangerously thin. But things take an even darker turn. Was there really a hit put on Katt Williams? And if so, who could be behind it? Could it be someone from Diddy's inner circle? Jay-Z? Or is there an even more dangerous player lurking in the shadows, watching and waiting? Katt himself once joked, "I used to be a fighter, and I still got hands. They slow. But if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey out, though. I just don't have the quickness I had." Funny at the time, now, those words sound more like a chilling warning than a punchline. Katt Williams has always walked a line between comedy and controversy, delivering laughs.
I'm just gonna go ahead and announce my retirement from stand-up. I'm kinda done.
While pushing boundaries. But lately, the laughter has been replaced with concern. Fans are noticing something different. Explosive feuds, raw emotional moments, and statements that hint at forces working against the behind the scenes. I'm just going to go ahead and announce my retirement from stand-up. I'm kind of done, he admitted, a confession that sent shockwaves through his fan base and had everyone asking, what's really going on? So let's break it down. Why would anyone want Katt Williams gone? He's fearless in controversy, outspoken in public, and relentless in his comedy. But now the stakes feel higher. Rumors are spreading like wildfire, suggesting someone may have placed a hit on him. And the whispers aren't just random. Some insiders are pointing fingers at major industry players, with a few even hinting at Jay-Z having motives to see Katt silenced. Truth or conspiracy? That's the question everyone's asking. But one thing is undeniable. Something strange, powerful, and dangerous is unfolding behind the scenes, and it's leaving fans worried, confusing, glued to every update. That very hole Katt warned us about, the dark, hidden underbelly of Hollywood, might have been far deeper than anyone realized. After openly calling out the industry's hidden powers and reportedly turning down a $50 million contract, Katt Williams' life seemed to spiral into chaos. One strange, alarming event after another left fans questioning whether he was being deliberately targeted by forces much bigger than himself. In 2016, his home was mysteriously broken into, with valuable items stolen in a way that raised eyebrows. The timing was uncanny, just days after Katt had made yet another bold statement against Hollywood's elite. Many wondered if the burglary was random or a calculated warning. From there, things only escalated. Katt found himself caught in a string of violent altercations, fights, arrests, and bizarre encounters that all seemed too coincidental to ignore. With each incident, he insisted he was being set up, and the theory that someone wanted to silence him grew louder. The most chilling moment, however, came when Katt finally announced his retirement from stand-up comedy. In a raw, emotional video, he tearfully confessed that he couldn't keep performing, that the pressure, danger, and invisible threats had become too much to bear. Watching him break down, it was impossible not to feel the gravity. This wasn't a star walking away from fame. It was a man fighting to survive in an industry that suddenly felt far more dangerous than anyone had imagined. Aside from the break-ins and constant public feuds, Katt Williams' biggest struggle may be the system itself. Over the years, he claims to have been arrested so many times that even he's lost count, telling Club Shay Shay recently that the real number is closer to 30, not the 17 often reported online. To Katt, these arrests aren't random. They're part of a calculated effort to silence him. His first major run-in came in 2006 at LAX, when he was detained for carrying a concealed weapon. The punishment? A mere $250 fine and 3 years probation. But the incident marked the start of a pattern that would shadow him for decades. From bizarre parking lot altercations to alleged burglaries, bar fights, and high-speed chases, each headline seemed to confirm what Katt had long suspected. Someone, somewhere, wanted him gone. Yet despite being jailed countless times, he's never been convicted of felony, a fact he often cites as proof that there's more going on than the public sees. The rumors surrounding Katt only intensified when singer Jaguar Wright accused Jay-Z of orchestrating efforts to silence him, claiming the mogul wields his influence to destroy anyone who tells too much. Samuel L. Jackson allegedly hinted that Jay-Z wasn't alone, suggesting that Steve Harvey may have had hidden motives against Katt as well. The feud between Harvey and Williams is no secret. It stretches back years, filled with public jabs, on-stage shade, and lingering resentment. But according to insiders, the tension goes far deeper than mere comedy beef. It's about fear. At the 2017 Def Comedy Jam reunion, sources claim Steve couldn't tolerate seeing Katt praised by Dave Chappelle, repeatedly interrupting the tribute to steal the spotlight. Cedric the Entertainer reportedly laughed nervously as attention shifted away from Katt, a small but telling sign of jealousy, the kind that grows when one legendary comedian feels threatened by another. Some of the most iconic blows came much earlier. In 2008, at the Championship of Comedy, Katt roasted Steve Harvey so mercilessly that fans say it effectively ended his confidence as a stand-up. Katt publicly exposed Steve's secret hair unit, transforming his flawless TV fade into a worldwide punchline. Shortly after, Harvey went bald and never returned to the stand-up stage in the same way. Whether it was karma, comedy justice, or simply timing, that night changed the trajectory of both their careers. To this day, insiders claim Harvey still resents Katt, and if Samuel L. Jackson's alleged warnings hold any weight, that resentment may have fueled something far darker behind the scenes. It's not every day you encounter the person who supposedly ended your career, but that's precisely what happened when Steve Harvey and Katt crossed paths again at Def Comedy Jam 25 in 2017, nearly a decade later. Cameras caught Harvey visibly uneasy whenever Katt was mentioned, especially after Dave Chappelle cracked a joke about him. And honestly, who could blame him? If the man who roasted you off the stage shows up again, it's hard to relax. But Katt has never shied away from confrontation. Over the years, his outspokenness has earned him powerful enemies, and some believe it has made him a target for those seeking to silence dissent in Hollywood. Rumors have long tied industry heavyweights like Diddy, Jay-Z, and even Steve Harvey to covert efforts against Katt. Diddy, in particular, comes up repeatedly in these theories. Katt claims a mogul offered him over $50 million to attend his infamous freak-off parties, wild, high-profile gatherings that Katt described as anything but normal. "I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times," he said, "just to protect my integrity." According to Katt, these weren't mere parties. They were strategic power plays. Even more disturbing are his claims about the disgraced producer Harvey Weinstein, who allegedly propositioned him in exchange for a movie role. Katt refused, prioritizing dignity over fame, a choice that may have cost him big Hollywood roles, but also set him apart as one of the few comedians openly calling out the industry's darkest corners. It isn't just Diddy or Weinstein who appear in Katt's cautionary tales. Kevin Hart and Tyler Perry have also found themselves in his crosshairs. Katt publicly accused Kevin Hart of being an industry plant, citing how Hart landed both a sitcom and a lead movie role within his first year in Los Angeles, something Katt insists has never happened before or since. Their feud dates back to 2008, when Hart replaced Katt in the film Fool's Gold after Katt's legal troubles. Since then, Katt has questioned the authenticity of Hollywood success stories, warning that money and fame often come at a price few are willing to admit. Satan can't create blessings for his people, he once said. The number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is to act like it didn't happen. Even Kevin Hart's infamous SNL dress skit fueled Katt's suspicions. Once vocal about never wearing a dress for a role, Hart appeared in one a year later, prompting fans to accuse him of selling out. Katt implied it was evidence of a secret Hollywood rite of passage, small compromises that lead to massive success. Hart defended the move as a matter of choice, insisting, "Nobody makes you do anything. If I felt it was funny, I did it." But the outcome was undeniable. Hart's career soared, cementing him as the highest-paid comedian alive, proving that in Hollywood, even minor concessions can become golden tickets to fame. Meanwhile, Katt has also called out Tyler Perry, warning of the pressures and unseen influences behind the scenes. Rumors about Diddy's masters, Jay-Z and Steve Harvey, swirl endlessly, leaving some to wonder whether Katt Williams is in more danger than ever. Samuel L. Jackson's cryptic warnings could have been subtle attempts to protect him, but Katt's own confessions, hinting he may not have much time left, add urgency to the narrative. One thing is certain, Katt Williams isn't backing down. The enemies he's made, the secrets he's exposing, and the truths he's revealing have made him more than just a comedian. He's a whistleblower in a system built on silence, a man playing a dangerous game in the shadows of Hollywood. And the cost of knowing too much has never been higher.